During you guys' first decline, like what was going on through you guys' head?
I was still partying.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about shit.
I think that's what happens. You try to ignore it with partying, buying stuff. You try to hide the fact that people aren't really fucking with it until it really sets in. And when it really sets in is when you got to deal with it. The thing about being with Rancho is they're not behind you. They're not calling you every day. They're not, hey, you have to get up and do a TikTok video. They're like there to offer their resources and you do what you can with them, you know? And we didn't know that, bro. We didn't realize that. And Jimmy would tell us like, bro, you guys got to start dropping more. And we didn't listen. We were
tour. We were just fucking enjoying the money, enjoying the high life, enjoying the girls, the parties, the alcohol, everything that comes with it, you know. And you kind of fall like, o sea, como que.
I feel like you get comfortable with that. Yeah. Bro, when you blow up and you become somebody and you're famous and all this, it's inevitable. Your ego is gonna be a fucking thing. Just like Freddie says, it's very relevant and it's like gonna kind of control the way you act towards other people that are in the same line of business, you know. Like,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Agushto Papa podcast. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Today we have two special guests for the second time. You guys have asked for this podcast again. Yes. We had a great time. Today we present Los Hijos de Garcia.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Hijos de Garcia in the
second
building.
time around. Excited as fuck.
Yeah, thank you guys, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We appreciate the invitation. Like
we
hit
him up.
Sure, we hit him up. To be honest with you, we're like, hey, let's back on. Let's
Hell yeah.
No, but it's good. We were planning to invite you guys again. You know, season 3, new year.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, right, bro.
No, for real.
Earlier you were just saying that he never reaches out. He's like, yeah, we never reach out to any artist.
No,
you guys just said
no, but remember we're at the
he's
Fuerza Regida party? We were like, everybody that went to the garage, you know, the OG ones, like the invitation's already there.
Dope.
And we did say that.
We did say that.
We did. I was probably drunk as fuck.
You were drunk.
You were falling.
Nah, that was a fun night.
Super happy to have you guys here. As you guys know, we did the podcast in a one-car garage. You know, big difference now. We're at the Spotify studio.
Yeah.
Big time.
And
shout out to everybody at Spotify. Shout out to Sam, the engineer. He really helped us out get the guitar right now.
Guitars, the lighting.
It was in a different building. The
I hope I can play it.
Yeah,
I haven't played guitar in a long ass time, so I hope I can play it.
No acordeon.
Yeah, no
acordeon.
Oh, not even the
They
iPad,
didn't let us know.
Oh yeah. I
In the
left
car.
the iPad in the car.
we'll get it.
What do you guys remember for the garage?
That I remember seeing like the sick ass episodes and it looked enormous like this. And then we get there, bro, and it's literally like everybody's trying to sit on each other's laps.
Yeah.
The door was like,
way. Yeah, because I think you guys wanted a drink or something. No, you guys were going to a show right after, and ya querían tomar algo, and then there's no door. You know, it's the garage door, and then you can't come in and out without making any noise.
For real.
That is insane, bro.
it's all good though.
Yeah, everybody had the same reaction. Getting there's like, oh, you know, like where's the rest of the thing? But yeah, that's it.
Where's the rest?
That's all we're getting.
Yeah, didn't you say Pepe Garza also said that? He was like, compa, he's like, esto se miraba más grande. On the
Yeah, everybody said that. You said a little more, harsh though.
That's a good thing though. You know, you guys made it work with what you guys had for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Pepe Garza made us feel bad a little bit.
Low-key, yeah.
Low-key,
but
yeah, like,
it is
what?
what it is. I think now you see that, like, everything that was able to get done in that space, you know, you look back and you see all the guests that went there, and like there was no restroom. You had to watch out for the rain because then it was loud or really hot, really cold.
Pee in the bottle.
Yeah, there's like some episodes we have like 2 sweaters on.
Yeah, like I peed in the bottle.
No.
Nah, just kidding.
They're gonna hate you even more now, bro. They're gonna hate you even more.
No, yeah, but they would like go outside and like be like, oh, can I go to the restroom? Like, oh yeah, like the bush outside.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah.
You know, we're super happy to have you guys again.
We're excited,
How you guys been?
Doing great, man. Putting in a lot of work for Hijos de Garcia and a lot of other little projects that we have going on. I guess I shouldn't say little; they're big, you know, big projects.
Hell yeah.
We got our new album coming out.
By this time it should be out. By the time
by
the time that the people are watching it,
our album
it should already be bumping everywhere.
Hell yeah. Hopefully you guys fuck with it.
What I do know is that we got a crazy sick ass reaction off of the portada that we posted on Instagram. Where it looks like we're remaking the same album that we started with.
First one?
Like same street and every
Corner,
corner.
Yeah, but now it's just
48th Street?
48, yeah.
48th Street. Yeah.
Which we did it on, you know, intentionally for our fans to have that nostalgic feeling, you know? Because that's exactly what they were replying. Like, it gives us 2018 vibes. Yeah.
That's literally what I said when I saw it.
Yeah, dope.
It really did. It really did match what you guys were shooting for.
That's great.
And talking about like nostalgic feeling, what type of instruments are you guys integrating in the recordings of the songs?
Well, we want to get back to this whole album is kind of like
We got back to our roots, like to how the Hijos de Garcia sounded in the beginning, you know, when we started blowing up. Like you could say we deviated from our style because we were like, as an artist, my brother was trying to find our way, you know, when you're coming up. But I feel like we're going back to our roots, to what made us Hijos de Garcia, you know, to what people want to listen to. Like I always hear this from Rancho. They're like, when I listen to Hijos, it's not to hear some like catchy phrase or something like that. It's because you guys have a message and it has meaning. The letra has substance, you know. So we're just trying to get back to giving good music, good history, good stories, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, and along with it being getting back to our roots, I feel like me as a composer, I feel like I was kind of losing my initial touch, and I was getting really influenced by other artists that were coming up at the same time that I was. But then again, I didn't know anything else outside of my own mind. Y cuando vi all these other talented artists that were coming up like huge alongside with us, I was like, damn, maybe I should go this way, maybe I should go that way, you know. And that's the thing, like
that's the problem. That's where you shouldn't.
That's what you shouldn't. Yeah, for any artist
coming up and stuff.
Coming up right now, that's what you shouldn't do. I didn't have anybody to tell me this. I didn't have anybody to tell me like, hey, don't start trying to copy somebody else, or don't start trying to follow somebody else's trend just because they're doing it and because that's the big thing. Don't do that, because lo que es de ellos es de ellos. Lo que te toca a ti, te toca a ti.
Everybody has their touch.
Yeah. And I just felt like I was kind of following other little roads that weren't Hijos de Garcia. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, my hits kept coming out. I do have more than 18 libras for anybody that only thinks that's the only song.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what we're getting back to. Getting back to our original style, you know. I feel like
sorry.
No, you're good.
Who were some of the artists that that started coming out that made you want to like write like them?
Honestly, toda la clica de Rancho, bro. Like everybody, dog. Like everybody was just fucking blowing up machine, bro. You know, there was El de la Guitarra, there was Legado, Arsenal Efectivo, Fuerza. It was the big, what is it, five of us? It was like 5 groups.
Yeah, the first one.
The big 5 and shit. Yeah. And, listening to their music that was so different than ours.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't see it, you know, back then.
We were just young.
Yeah.
We were young and we didn't have direction. Like, the thing about being with Rancho is they're not behind you. They're not calling you every day. They're not, hey, you have to get up and do a TikTok video. They're like there to offer their resources and you do what you can with them, you know? And we didn't know that, bro. We didn't realize that. And Jimmy would tell us he would tell us, like, bro, you guys got to start dropping more. And we didn't listen. We were like on tour. We didn't care, you know? Like it's a very bad way to think, but.
Yeah. No, neta, that's the truth. On tour, we were just fucking enjoying the money, enjoing the high life, enjoying the girls, the parties, the alcohol, everything that comes with it, you know? And you kind of fall like, o sea, como que...
I feel like you get comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You know, I told Freddie this, and I always like to say that we started off really young, bro, and we were always doing a lot of privadas before we made it. So I feel like when you're working for something for so many years, so long, and then you get it, it's only natural for you to get a little bit comfortable, you know?
Of course, yeah.
So we finally signed, we blew up, we got out of this crazy ass terrible deal that we were in, making money that we've never made before. It's only natural that it's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? And that happened when music was changing. Everybody wanted a new single every week, and we were still on some like one album a year type thing, you know?
You think aside from getting too comfortable, you guys also like lost that hunger in a way?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's where the money comes in. That's definitely where the money
that's
comes
exactly
in.
yeah, that's exactly what the money brings to you. It te calma el hambre, güey.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of like when you're just hungry and you're like, fuck, man, I haven't ate all day. I need to get home and eat. You know what I mean? And then you eat and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm Agushto.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to think about money, think about food right now. That's how much money we were making. Like, you know, and thank God we're still blessed and, you know, we're still generating and we're still making great money. But I'm saying that's how much money we came into is what I was trying to say. Like,
we were broke as fuck.
Where we were fucking broke to the point where we now get on SMO for the first year and we fucking blow up and we get in these fat ass checks. it calms your hunger, machine way. It feels like, damn, like what the fuck was I ever worried about? Let me get a new Corvette. Let me go fucking, you know what I mean?
It's because that's all you worked for
Yeah.
away, and you get it. It's like it's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard to keep that battery full, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people that haven't gone through that can type away and be like,
Oh yeah.
oh, I would have done this. Oh, I would have done that. Oh, se pendejaron because of this. Oh,
It's
se
easy
que-
to say, huh?
It's easy to say, compa, until you're actually in those shoes.
Yeah.
Trust me, fool, we're all like, sentimos que we're all like super like strong headed and like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna keep my level to this shit. Nah, bro. As soon as temptations come into play,
Yeah.
and you see that, oh wait, who is she looking at? Oh, she's looking at me. Oh wait, oh, who is this check coming out to? Oh, it's coming out to me.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, I got famous friends now,
Yeah.
and they're calling me.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
That's true.
There's
Yeah.
not a person in this world that would say nah, I don't need none of that shit. Nah,
I
hell
feel
no.
like you guys are the first one to admit this.
Yeah,
sure.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
bad. I was gonna say
Most
that.
definitely. And I feel like, well, I wouldn't want to speak on them, but I think like the way you're saying it, yes. And I think like to some degree, I've personally experienced it from like where I came from. You know, I used to go to church like 3 times a week and all that stuff. You know, I haven't got rich or anything like that, but you know, like like even just the parties alone, you know, te invitan a una fiesta here and there, and I think like that
That
really
can get
like
to you.
that got to me. No,
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the way you're saying it, how like people say, oh, well, like you're so dumb, like oh, just like people don't understand sometimes.
Yeah.
How crazy like it just grabs you.
Right,
I had to
right.
calm his ass down.
No, for real. Yeah, no, for real. And like all
Unos
the
pinches
like todos los successos, you know, because I feel like
Yeah.
your whole life you live like
like
so
the axis.
frugally,
Yeah.
and then like even if it's not like your own party or whatever, like, pero you know you go te invitan and it's just you see so much excess and it could really like take a
Yeah.
toll.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think more than anything, you know, congrats on all the stuff that you guys have achieved. I think you guys, you know, you guys rode the journey, you know, and now
Yeah.
you guys are in a way more like blessed place. And now you guys
Yeah.
could like regroup and be like, okay, like where do we go from now? How do we go forward? You know, and I think it's dope that you guys are able to see that because, like you said, a lot of people are not willing to accept that. You know,
Yeah.
okay, I was put in this position. Now I need to go forward with it. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just about to do a little side note to that. It's one thing to be in the moment and experience everything and be like, oh yeah, I lived through that and this and that or whatever. But I'm so glad that us, particularly as hijos de Garcia, me and my brother, have such a we like the way I see the music industry is artists, and this is the real way it is. Artists, there's pedestals, right? So there's ground level, and then there's all the way to where my compa J.O.P. and Peso are at right now. As far as the corrido world is right now, right?
Junior H, Nata.
Junior H, Compa Nata, yeah, all the big dogs, all the big
dogs.
dogs, right? So I feel like we're in a special little spot where not many people are on, and there's a lot more way higher than us, of course, right? But I feel like we're on such a little special spot where we still hold a sort of value for our fans that they're still willing to give us a chance to come back each and every time that we want to,
Yeah.
bring
They're
them more,
gonna
bring them
tune in.
more music, more, you know what I mean? And with this, getting back to the roots kind of thing, I feel like we're really giving them exactly what they want.
Yeah.
But that's the main thing, because there's a lot of artists that unfortunately they let that shit ride so far to the point where the fans don't want to see you come back. The fans don't want to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever we put something out, whenever we post something or whatever, it's always like hijos come back
Yeah.
or whatever. And that feels really nice to me, and I want to appreciate the viewers, the
For
fans,
sure.
that you guys still believe in us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope. That's dope
Yeah.
because not a lot of artists can say that. You know, like that chill for as long as we do, and you guys are still like al 100. You know that's some diehard fan shit.
Most
you know?
definitely. I think part of that is because like the songs that like the 2018 songs or personally like that's when I like started listening to música mexicana.
Yeah.
And I feel like it like brings you back like no a little before too. They always want to cook me. They said I didn't even know Codiciado until they told me about it.
Damn. Did you know?
No, yes, I did.
Okay.
No, it's because they just like to show off. Because we had him like a while back, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, we were there that like your last show. We saw you pull up in the Lambo and everything." And I didn't know any of that stuff, but they just showed me. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like you guys' music just brings back like or like such a like a vibe, you know, to everybody, like good times
Like a
to
good
everybody.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah, 'cause
everybody
I also
kind of wants to
noticed-
see that.
Yeah.
Also noticed on, you guys previewed something on TikTok, and then people are like, "I miss this era of music."
It was us singing 18 Libras with Legado.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. That was a day that I guess a lot of people mistook that for us doing 18 Libras with Legado for this new album, but that's not what it is.
Yeah. We're doing new corridos.
We're
with
doing
him.
2 new corridos with
Yeah,
them.
Alex. It was Alex's idea that he's like, "Hey man, let's record this little bit for Instagram and shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of those comments too, like bring back this era, you know, the La Guitarra, the SMO tour.
Yeah.
Would you guys be willing or open
Hell
to?
yeah.
Let's just
I don't
say-
even. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not even gonna let you finish the question.
Let's just say Jimmy comes up to you guys like, "Hey, we gotta bring back the SMO tour."
Fuck yeah.
Would you guys be down?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a
Okay,
fucking
so
doubt.
You guys say that like have that response, you know, like you guys is like just face,
hype.
you know, just brightens up.
Yeah.
Why do you guys like the SMO so much, or the idea?
Bro, it was the biggest shit out there, and it's
Ever.
still the biggest shit out there.
Hell yeah.
It's
In
still
its time, it was the biggest Mexican tour of its time.
yeah.
that
What
time.
I'm saying is the biggest shit out there is because people talk about that shit even
Still.
now.
Yeah.
It
People
was
say
legendary.
bring it back.
Yeah, it was
Bring
legendary
it back
for
is
sure.
what the people want.
Yeah.
And shit, I would be the first one on that fucking bus.
Hell
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, most
I wanna-
definitely. Because I actually I went to that one. All right.
Yeah.
And just like seeing everybody that you know, like you heard on the radio and all that stuff, it was insane. Just seeing the lineup.
Yeah, well, I want to make a side note about the SMO. I remember, I think it was a couple years after like the official SMO like happened. They tried to do like a second SMO, and not too
And-
people,
yeah.
not too many people were happy about
Yeah.
it. Like
Because
The
it wasn't
lineup-
the lineup.
it wasn't a
was
lineup,
different.
right?
It wasn't not that it was a bad lineup.
No.
It just wasn't the original lineup.
original
That's
lineup.
all I'm saying.
Can't
I'm not-
recreate it.
And
huh?
one thing for me, I would like, if it does happen, for us to maybe me then appreciate it like the right way this time. Because when we were on tour last time, bro, como que I was in a different like mentality. I was cuffed. I was in a fucking relationship. Worst idea.
Damn, I
I
was he
wasn't-
missed. Huh?
I was in I missed a lot.
everything,
I
bro.
missed a lot, bro. Nah, but I became single on the second one, so I recouped. But anyways,
See, I like the honesty.
Yeah,
I like
hell
the
yeah.
honesty.
But to really appreciate it, bro. You know, and I even tell Freddie, like, man, if we really do big things this year or even the next year, I want to really appreciate it this time. I want to like look out and like fucking consume what's going on. You know, like appreciate what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had a lot of big ass moments, bro.
Yeah.
That in hindsight, I can honestly say, like, damn.
We just kind of passed through it. Huh?
Yeah, we were like living so fast,
So
bro, that
fast.
you just don't see that shit.
Yeah.
You don't see it, bro. We played at places that we
Forum.
only
The
only
fucking
dreamt
Forum.
of. Yeah,
The forum. In
we played at
Inglewood.
only places that we dream of, and we were the like everyone in the lineup was a spotlight artist and shit. And what did we do? Just it's another night. Let's go get it out. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what a lot of artists now do, and can't blame them. You know what I mean? Like where it seems like they don't give a fuck about any of it. It's because they really can't see it for what it is. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's only a few that really you could tell that they appreciate it. Like, I've seen like, have you seen like Alfredo Olivas? Dude, his videos look like he's really fucking enjoying the whole thing.
He's
you know?
connecting
He's
with
been
the
around
people.
so
That's
long.
exactly why I say
He's
it.
been around so long that he understands the way how to really appreciate
Right.
what he's been doing for a lifetime.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for fucking
Since he was
years.
young, yeah.
You know, and I only hope to keep producing music for all of you for that long and more. But like I said, I feel like there's as an artist, bro. And I know I'm going off topic, but there's so much that an artist goes through mentally when you hit it big, and then you start on that either a slow decline or a fucking fast one. It feels like the fucking end of the world, bro. It feels like the absolute end of the world, and a lot of artists don't know that there's if you were able to structure your music or your career or your lifestyle correctly, there's another hill. There's another hill. You know what I mean?
It's like a roller coaster. You just gotta put up with the downhill. Like, I hate that feeling way on Goliath. I cried. You ever been on Goliath?
Yeah.
At
Six Flags?
Flags.
No,
Bro,
you
I
guys
was
are
just
going
thinking
there.
about it.
Yeah, bro. You just gotta deal with that, and it's gonna go back up.
Yeah.
So, like during you guys' first decline, like what was going on through you guys' heads?
fuck, we were.
I was still partying. I wasn't thinking about shit.
I think that's what happens. You try to ignore it with partying, buying stuff. You try to hide the fact that fuck, people aren't really fucking with it until it really sets in. And when it really sets in is when you got to deal with it. When you got to, your sleepless nights, you're crying alone, you're trying to figure it out, But what really was a blessing, bro, was having my brother, having each other, having each other to apoyarnos. Because I feel like what happens in a lot of grupos, they don't have a family member. They don't have that confianza of like, no matter what goes between us, like we're gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of them, that's why they split up and shit. Just
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta be willing to open up to like your team, and be vulnerable. I feel like that's what it's about.
Yeah. So you guys said it's set in. You guys have each other. What conversations did you guys have? What's going through your guys' mind, or what was the next step to take forward?
The big one that affected me, machine wave. It affected me mentally way. Like I was like, damn, this is what probably like real depression feels like. And I think I was stuck in that shit for maybe about like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I was dealing with the same just dark gray feeling. Was when COVID hit, and we were supposed to get it ready. Like we were literally like months away from SMO3, right? And it didn't happen, and we were out of work for like a year and a half, bro. And that much time for any entertainment worker, for any kind of like musician, actor, whatever you are in this business where you have to work in the entertainment business, and they shut it down for that long. What was it, like a year and a half?
Yeah.
That shit got to me, my teen way. I was like, damn, like this is the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even though it wasn't, and thank God things always, turn around.
Yeah.
When you spend too much time by yourself, I think that's one of the worst things that you can do. And I feel like there's a lot of
sometimes it's good though, because like me, I'm obviously single as fuck. So being alone,
Everybody wants to let
he keeps putting that shit out there, like hey, whoever wants a real relationship, no playing around, hit me up.
He's like, I don't know, man.
I feel like that helps because you get to actually look deep into yourself. As corny and cliche as that sounds, actually taking time to like go deep into your own brain type shit, like it can help, because then if you jump from one person to another person, you're kind of just trying to put a Band-Aid over the cut and then just rip it off every time,
I see what you mean. I don't know if that's
doesn't apply to what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm like on a whole different street.
Yeah.
You're on Figueroa and I'm on fucking another LA street. But dude, the pandemic, I will say that the pandemic, we treated it, at least I didn't, and that was my fuck up. I treated it, I don't know about you, like a vacation, and that was wrong. As when the pandemic happened, bro, the whole clique in RH, bro, if they wrote one song a day, they were writing 2 songs, 3 songs a day during the pandemic, right? Me and Freddie were going off-roading, drinking, fucking chilling, partying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I was in that little weird kind of, and again, my respects to people who are actually going through depression, but that was my little form of depression where I just didn't want to fucking deal with any of my actual problems.
Yeah.
So we would just go party. We would just go fucking off-roading. We would just, whatever.
That's your justification for it?
Yeah. No, not my justification. That was my scapegoat type shit,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to anybody, that has trouble with dealing with their mental health?
I mean, definitely don't follow my advice of like home remedies. Like seek professional help if you have to.
Be around your family.
Yeah. Be around your family.
Being alone is cool, but when you're depressed, being around people helps you out. For sure.
Yeah, being around people that you love,
definitely. Not people you don't like. You're actually depressed and then with a annoying ass dude.
Aquí ando deprimido y con este hijo de la verga.
That's me, Wayne.
Aquí yo tengo que lidiar con 2.
For real.
Con 2.
Me caen bien estos güeyes.
All right, so you guys are going through that. What's a turning point, or what would you guys say? It's like, oh, let's get back on this track that we want to be on.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. A big turning point for me in my head, I guess, was when we did your guys' podcast, and when we saw the feedback as to how we were on the podcast and the music that we dropped that time. We still didn't have a sense of direction where we wanted to go with the music. And when we dropped that EP, como que la gente no lo recibió muy bien because one, probably the músicos that we used, they were a little different. Now we have our own team that we're acoplados, bro. We have a new modern style. So like, I think around that time when we did your guys' podcast, when we signed my brothers, when we signed Los Nuevos Escoltas to 40th Music, that was like when, okay, hey man, let's start putting. Me and Freddie had to like pick each other up, bro. Like it was really hard. It was constant calls. It was sad days in the van, fucking going to shows that weren't getting packed out, like a lot of stuff that we had to deal with, you know, like mental stuff that does fuck you up. But family is one of the best things that'll help you with.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel like it was just like a certain point in time where things started turning around. It wasn't like that. It was more like actually, shit, I could take that back, because for me the big turning point was one day I fucking just wake up, and this is from the day that we get the call from Rancho Humilde saying, hey, everything is canceled, COVID is hitting, good luck type shit. And all from that time all the way to Todo Veo being out.
Oh yeah,
So
you're right.
for me, my big turning point, one day I just wake up, dude, and everything just seems brighter. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why does it look brighter in here in my room? Or why do I feel like more energized? What's going on with me and shit? I get in the shower in the morning. I'm feeling great. Take a shower, do my things in the bathroom. And I get out, and immediately a fucking song comes in, and I'm like, into my head. And I'm like, oh shit, I have a song. And I haven't written in a fucking year or two, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And all the songs that I was writing, I would have to sit my ass down, into my office and try to write something, and it would be like forced, and it wasn't something out of my head that was really just flowing. So I get into my office, and immediately, starts coming out, and then I'm like, okay, what? And the whole melody started forming itself. I'm like, I love this melody, and
You probably
then
prayed the night before or something, huh?
no, I didn't. And then just the words came out. No gasto mi tiempo, trabajo pesado, la de Todo Veo.
Which is on the album collabs with Fuerza Regida. You guys gotta go check it out.
Yeah, that's the one that we collab with Fuerza Regida, de Todo Veo, on this new album. But it came out so fluently, and I finished that song in like 20, 30 minutes, bro, max. Which is how I know that those are the songs que sí me funcionan, especially to the style of Hijos de Garcia. That's how all of the ones that are the most famous from us always happen. Within the 20, 30 minute mark, y me sale todo un chingadazo, they're good. Yeah, once I spend longer and longer and longer, it gets really hard for me to really make a good quality piece. I don't know why, but that's how my brain works, right? So, acabé esta rola, and I'm like, damn, like I feel different. Like I feel good. I feel something's back. Something kind of switched back on. You know what I mean? And I showed the song to Saul. I showed the song to everybody else. They all loved it.
I ain't gonna lie, I teared up when I heard the song. I was like, damn. Yeah, like facts.
Yeah.
I teared up because I was like, fuck. I hadn't heard him write like that in so long, bro. And I think what it is that we hit rock bottom emotionally, mentally, us.
Yeah.
We hit on the outside, we looked fucking fine. We're all chilling, but we hit rock bottom, bro. Like mentally, it was the worst time of our lives. 2020, 2021, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because Todo Veo came out May 2022. So,
Yeah.
I think it's dope that you guys are able to talk about this, because maybe like through social media everybody looks fine, but everybody has like their own set of problems, and then you guys were able to like be super vulnerable and like say like, hey, life's not perfect. Like you're gonna go up and down,
Yeah.
So like respects to that.
Yeah. Any artist that you see right now that's living the life, that has amazing, like whatever you see, all of that shit is for views. There is a portion of their life that they are living that fucking high life, but there's a whole other equal portion like
That's-
50-50.
all the
That's
struggles.
real.
That's normal.
They're,
Just like
they're fucking
everybody
real.
else,
Yeah,
know?
they're real humans. You know, they go through real shit. They have real stress. They have real pain. They have real problems in this world.
They got to go to the DMV when they get their driver's license suspended.
Yeah, he just got his driver's license suspended.
You know, I found out by a cop pulling me over, bro. Thank God I didn't get arrested.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess I was supposed to get arrested.
No,
No,
suspension.
I won't get arrested if this comes out right now. They arrest me. And shit.
Let's go.
The evidence right here.
Hey, actually,
I'm down.
these guys are the undercover cops.
Hey,
man.
put your hands up, freeze.
Yeah, we got him. Come on,
we
in,
fucking
Sam.
got him.
We got
Come
him.
in. Call. Let's go. A quick break.
Let's do it. What's up, guys? We're back from the break. Jose Garcia right
Yeah.
here. What
Yeah.
could you guys tell us about your new projects?
Well, the main new project would be what we're pushing right now, which is Hijos de Garcia. The album is called Jálese Carnal, even though it has no title on the portada.
That's how you can find it on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, it's called Jálese Carnal, the album.
Let them know why it's called Jálese Carnal.
Oh yeah, well, because I don't know why I thought that everybody would know, but
For the people that don't, you know?
yeah, for the people that don't, at all of our shows or in any music that you hear from us, cuando Saúl empieza con la accordion, usually by the middle of the track, I'm always like, y así suenan los hijos de García, jálese carnal. Or just even jálese carnal, even at the beginning of a song or whatever, whenever I'm, doing crowd work at our concerts, it's always the jálese carnal, and that's what they know us for and stuff. So, yeah, we're like, you know what, since we're going back, again, into the roots of Hijos de Garcia, why don't we bring them something that we started with? And I started with that jálese carnal stuff,
That's
It's
great.
like our slogan that you could say that we say on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
my boys de Herencia de Patrones, yeah, the Clica boys, they think that my slogan is "Cómo no." They always say,
They always say
"Cómo
that.
no,
"Cómo no?"
cómo no."
Because you do say that.
Yeah, they always say that shit about
Yeah.
me. But no, it's Jálese Carnal.
That's the name of,
It's
the
Jálese Carnal.
name of the project.
Don't
Go
get
check
it
it out.
confused.
Yeah, out everywhere by the time this comes out.
And this new album, you guys is like, what does it mean to you guys to drop this album now? Or yeah,
I didn't realize how long it has been that we haven't dropped an album, bro.
Yeah, I had to tell you.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
Like 2020,
Yeah,
2020.
that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
3 years, dude.
Yeah.
3 years. I thought it was just last year that we dropped an album.
It's been a lot
Yeah.
of singles and EPs.
That's why I felt like oh, we've been doing stuff, but in reality it's just been singles and duetos or whatever. But a real album, it's a special feeling. It feels like we're getting back into that groove, and I feel like you guys are gonna hear it in the music as well.
Yeah. Even by that little snippet that people have been hearing, they even say that
the
it
little
sounds like.
previews.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm excited, bro. Like, me and Freddie put a lot of work into this project. It's been like a year in the making now.
Yeah,
The first song that we started was probably like in February,
yeah, and you guys are gonna hear some songs that have been out for a while, but
but they're remade in studio.
exactly, it's just a collection, and the majority of them are new that you haven't heard, but
Right.
it's just a collection of everything that we've been kind of going through the motions and of finding Hijos de Garcia again.
What has been the most challenging thing about recording this album for you guys?
For me, it definitely has been creativity, imagination, with the lyrics. Like lyricism it's something that actually me and Saul were just talking. Well, I talked to Saul about this the other day. We've low-key been filming a lot of Saul's corridos now. And
recording.
yeah, like recording. Recording.
Yeah, I've been getting more busier with the pluma.
Right. And I mean, I'm not saying that I lost my touch at all, but it's something that I'm recognizing now that to a certain point you have to understand what your limits are and what the people want. For example, the people want this new type of style that maybe my head just needs a little more time, really digging into and understanding. And I think Saul has it. I think Saul has exactly what people need right now, especially from Hijos de Garcia.
That's bad.
But I definitely
no.
want his help though. I told him, I'm like, I don't want you to just like feel like I got it. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
your instruction. Like even on the way here, I showed him a new one that I'm writing, and he'll tell me, I don't like this, or do this on this, do that on that. And yeah, even though sometimes some like even like everybody doesn't like to hear like criticism. I gotta take it like okay, take it chill, and then let me listen to what he said and actually implement what he said. You know, not just be like, nah, well, you don't fuck with my shit. Like, you know, that's the
yeah, and I'm doing it strictly on making him better as a writer. Because even though I don't come up with the rhymes or whatever, you know, that he's writing, I can, for some reason, my brain just still works that way where I can pick out things that just don't sound good, notes where it's, and it's strictly constructive criticism. You know, I'm never just telling him like, oh, it's whack, change that and whatever, or not even change that, you know, it's just whack, or like hating on him. No, like it's always to make the song better, and all of the songs that we're recording is because I believe in them as well, you know what I mean?
And then you know how you guys mentioned that there's songs that had already come out. Why did you guys decide to choose those songs to put them in the album?
I feel like because they were good songs. I really like the way that Freddie wrote them, just with the storyline that they're talking about. What I think happened with those songs when they came out when Todo Bell came out. And Todo Bell got the biggest buzz. We had Charchetas, Toroloche, we had what was popping, you know?
Yeah.
And those other ones were just drums and bass, like our style, but like I said, it was with different músicos que no estábamos like acoplados. We didn't have a style yet. We were still trying to figure it out. So I'm like, maybe, or both of us we decided let's put these in the studio album and make it our style again, you know? Don't.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That was one of the main reasons why we wanted to bring them back into the album, to polish them up. Yeah. I feel like they were pretty rough around the edges, you know what I mean?
Because they were live. They were live singles, you know? So.
Yeah. And you guys are saying that these songs are what like the people need to hear, what's in right now. What do you guys think of like El Regional Mexicano right now? Like, what do you think about like the change?
For me, I feel like it's splitting up. I feel like it's trying to, like, I can imagine it kind of like that blob of Venom, you know, like the Spider-Man Venom guy. Like it's like that, and it's trying to split up in like two things completely separate from each other, because there's so much hate. It's almost like it's a gang now. Like all the corrido tumbados guys, they don't like the things coming out from Sinaloa, and the Sinaloa guys don't like, you know, like it's like a turf war of who has the bigger fan base and who has the best music out, and no, this is better, no, that's better. In my eyes, as a musician, as a lyricist, I think it's all music, and I appreciate all music. But
the industry is definitely divided. I don't know if that's kind of what you mean.
The
industry
what I'm
is
saying.
Definitely divided. Like, you think artists are friends, like, bro, they are not friends. They're like, it's all business, you know? I feel really happy, like, seeing how big it's gotten, you know, and actually the fact that we have a chance to hop back in on this fucking humongous watermelon. That we don't just have a seed of a orange. We can get the
pot got bigger.
You know, the pot got way bigger, and we're in really good standing with Rancho. We have a great deal, so I'm excited, and I'm happy that we're gonna jump into this way bigger.
Everything. I mean, aside from that, like how Saul said that we're in good standing with Rancho. It's basically we're now, well, like we said in the first podcast, we're partner now, both ends with Hijos and 48th Music, which is our label, and it's just a really great setup for what's coming for us. You know,
it's a great time. I feel like it's a great time in Regional right now.
Yeah, I think right now everybody has an opportunity, and everybody could just incorporate new ideas. Even though I do think like the older people that are listening to the new stuff, like they're critiquing it hard, but
they are,
I think they critique it because they're not used to it. But then I also feel like this is the biggest time for música mexicana, so I feel like you can't really hate on that, you know?
That happens, I feel like, with every genre when the old is getting out of style and the new's coming in. You know, like the older rappers hate on the new rappers. The older Mexican artists hate on the new Mexican artists. Like, that's always going to happen, because just because they don't like it doesn't mean that everybody else doesn't have to like it.
I think that, like, in that case, like, it's that sucks, because I think for, you know, a lot of us, you know, you guys have been in a long time. But I think for us, like, it was like kind of like a gateway to like música mexicana, right? So of course we're gonna start with the new stuff, but then, you know, like, you get more into it, and then you see like there's like this insane catalog of like gems, right? So these older people like hating on the newer stuff. Sometimes I feel like their catalogs also got revived, because of like all these new people.
Yeah.
That's I think it's like a great time for everybody to like
For Mexican. I feel like Mexican music is where rap is or has been. I feel like Mexican music got to that already, and I was telling Freddie, it was crazy to see that. I think Jimmy posted it or JB. It was a picture of a Forbes magazine, and it said Rancho Humilde, and then it said the three bosses' names. That they're on their way to becoming the first Latin music billionaires. And I was like, God
Damn.
dang it, would it
That's
be?
crazy.
I was like, God.
Yeah, would it be?
Fuck.
More cars
But-
in the compound.
More
Yeah.
cars, more
Billionaires
lowriders.
for real.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Yeah.
I think that just goes to show how much the fucking Rancho has aportado to the
Yeah,
industry.
machine.
Yeah.
And then earlier you mentioned that a lot of these artists are not friends. Would you say they work together just because of the business?
Or do you see themselves
Don't get
as,
me
like,
wrong. There
competition?
are like I actually have a lot of artist friends, but there's a lot of things that's done for business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They're not like on friends where they like fuck with each other like on some we're homeboys type shit. That's what he means by they're not friends.
Yeah,
you know?
a few I would say are probably like that. Like ones that you can definitely
like
see. Like
close
yeah.
friends. That's a very few in the industry.
And what did you say?
I said like, do they
competition?
see themselves as competition?
I don't even know if it's competition, bro. It has to do with ego, with those persons' egos. Because, bro, when you blow up and you become somebody and you're famous and all this, it's inevitable. Your ego is gonna be a fucking thing. Just like Freddie says, it's very relevant, and it's like it's gonna kind of control the way you act towards other people that are in the same line of business. Like I don't know. It's kind of like a little chess match.
Yeah.
Like I guess
Yeah, you got to see who's the
the big
wider
guy.
shoulder motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Who's
Not you.
Flat chest.
Not you. This dude said before we started recording, this was like everything on him is small.
Oh yeah. You said everything went to your neck.
Hey, what?
No, but I was telling him how like these are like
Get 'em back, he said.
the public on camera roasts that we'll do.
Yeah.
Si supieran.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, ya iban a salir peleados ahorita. I was
Yeah,
like, calm
for
down.
real,
We're
bro.
gonna have to break it up.
Nah,
Yeah.
we'll
I ain't
wake
just
up in the
sensitive.
car on
He's,
the way
he's
to
like
the
a
house.
big
Yeah,
teddy
huh?
bear. Like he's like the softest one here, I bet.
Damn.
That was like
bro.
that was
That was a nice roast.
yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
That was
that's kind of a
Damn,
low
bro.
This is
Oh.
light work, guys. Oh
Bro, you gonna let him
man.
talk to you like that, bro? No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Boy,
Hella instigating.
I got a new one
I'm just
for you today, actually. But I gotta see if we're gonna get canceled.
See it for the
kidding.
house.
Oh,
I'm gonna save it for the house.
What I was
You know
gonna say
what?
is that
You know
what you told the angel almost sounded like you were flirting with him, bro.
I know,
Oh,
but
like
like
a
big
teddy
old,
bear?
he's like big old teddy
Yeah,
bear.
he's like look at him,
se le salió
such a
tantito.
soft, cute, soft
good over
lips,
there.
looking all comfy and smelling good, and goddamn,
Their legs open and shit.
look at his brand new shoes.
Sigue hablando, look.
Where you
I
get
got,
those
I
shoes
got
from,
home
bro?
You know what?
You know what?
We already removed one member. We don't want you to be the next.
Oh, damn.
There, you had to go there.
Hey, you know what? This is something that I have seen on comments or, I think I just seen it on comments. But now that you guys are, because like in my head, from what I've seen on social media, it looks like you guys have made it to the big time. And you guys have, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, look at where we're at. We're in Spotify.
Yeah, we're
right
at
now.
Spotify. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Like
to
this
Spotify.
is
Yeah.
this is huge. You know, what do you have? I guess what kind of the feedback that I've been seeing from people on your guys' things, whether it not be from your channel, but like people get shorts from it or whatever. Y la gente, they like to comment, right? Oh, okay. Now that they're on, this big time stuff, like, yeah, they changed up, they switched up, like you guys are acting different and shit like that. How do you guys feel about that? Like that people take you guys in a different light now that you guys are with big timers like Spotify,
Yeah, well, I mean, I noticed it a lot too, like with well, first of all, we're like 100% independent. Like we could say whatever the fuck we want, but I did notice like just when Jimmy would invite us to like a rancho or something, like, they sold out to rancho, or we do like these little promos on songs. They're like, they for sure sign, like they're done.
Nada que ver, huh? It's
Yeah.
literally like probably it comes out of you guys, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really does.
Mhm.
But I think that. What do you?
I think what I have to say is that I don't think we realize where we're at.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Not
And I just feel like sometimes like people give you that validation and it kind of like throws you off guard. Like, oh shit, like people really do fuck with what we do.
Yeah.
But I think people like it because we haven't realized like where we're at or how far we've come. And then people like that. It's just like a group of friends doing a podcast and talking shit and like having some cool guests like you guys and like all these other people. And I feel like that's what people look for in us. I feel like the moment you think you're like famous is where like it's gonna kind of become your downfall, even though it could be true. Whether you're famous or not, or I consider myself famous or not, I would never want to change like how I structure this because this is like the gold in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah, because I think the reason you get up there is because of how you were in the beginning. I think the real like hack there for people that do anything related to that, it's just like staying the same person. Yeah. And then also I feel like we don't think like we're those guys or anything like that, because I feel like we live together, like we see each other struggle every single day. I feel like we struggle every day. Every day is new stuff. I feel like we try to fight for a spot every day.
That's dope.
That's not dope.
Well, honestly, like we
That's
enjoy
dope.
it.
That's
I
dope that
think,
you
like,
fight.
Can we just,
That's dope that you
Can we
fight.
just or can we just support him, please?
No, yeah. Well, I think like we really fell in love with like the journey, like really going for it. Sometimes we like sit down and like after we're done with work, like 2 a.m, we think like, oh, like what are we doing, like the state of
My bad. I thought you meant that you said that we fight, like you three fight for a spot, like who's in charge.
Oh no. I meant like
that's why I
us.
said, hey, it's not cool.
Like in
Like,
the
to say that they
regional.
fight.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah,
us,
for
like we fight. You say, oh, like we made it to the big time or whatever it is. Like I really think like as a collective, we don't think that we fight.
Like they stay hungry.
Yeah, I wish like us. I wish to like we fight for a spot and and making it, and getting better.
And I feel
all
like
that.
what helps us a lot is that we have like these talks almost every day too, because he mentioned earlier that like at one point like the parties were getting to him, and like we actually sit down after like some big event that we went to, like we met the president of Sony or whatever, and then we'll go home. We're like, hey, if we want to keep meeting these people, being friends with them, like we gotta post more every day. Like we realize what's going on, so I think that's what helps us a lot.
We wouldn't do that a lot, bro. We just recently started doing that. I recently started pulling up to Freddie's house, fucking definitely with the new project that we got, the podcast that we'll talk about in a little bit. That's what we've been trying to implement in our things too, with our 40th music and all that. Those meetings are important.
Yeah,
they don't have to be at a table sitting down in an office. They could be just like this,
Yeah.
But just the fact that getting together is
That's
important.
like super important.
Yeah, and then like how you guys say like, oh, like you guys brought up, like, oh, the comeback's real and all that. I feel like we're on our own journey. I think recently we moved in together. That was a big deal.
Yeah. That's
And
dope.
like, of course, like you learn, like it's gonna be struggles, but like right after we got demonetized from YouTube, that's our main source of income.
You got
And,
demonetized?
yeah, like they're like, oh, you're never gonna get paid again. You could keep doing it. You could stop. It doesn't matter. Choose.
No warning.
Why'd you guys get demonetized like that?
I don't know, just someone from the industry. I
You're lying.
swear.
You think somebody did it to you guys?
Well, we got no warning. Even the people from YouTube were like, hey, like we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, like, well, I don't know either. I appealed, and it was like supposedly not original content or something like that.
How the fuck?
So when
how
I
can
sent
it-
my appeal video, I'm like, look, I'm in my studio. Like,
Exactly.
this is me. Like,
how more
what's not
original can it get?
Yeah, most definitely. So
And you guys wouldn't use copyright music either.
Nothing.
yeah.
Did you guys incorporate, or did you guys do all of the legalities for your logo and your
Your
Your name and all that?
Well,
Did you guys-
after we did, but
Yeah,
like,
the name stuff. Yeah, I think we're still working on a few other things,
Yeah.
but like that don't affect that.
The
Like
monetization.
yeah. So then from there, like
Damn.
you have your hopes up. Like all the group gets together. Lives together. Like, oh, we're gonna do this. Like we were already doing it at 100%. The garage that you guys saw. Like we did merch there. Absolutely everything. And then you're like, okay, now look, we have a guest bathroom. We have this. We have that. Like we're really going at it. Like maybe a month in, it's like, oh, you're never gonna get paid for what you love
3 weeks
again.
after.
Yeah.
I ban like
Wait,
Definitely.
so they demonetized you guys 3 weeks after you started the entire project?
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So when
Well,
we
after
went-
moving out, we moved out because
Oh, okay.
shit was going
Yeah, it was
good for
going
us. So we're
good.
like, hey, let's move out. We moved out 3 weeks after we got demonetized.
Yeah.
Both
And then-
channels too.
Yeah.
So that's how you knew something
Damn.
was wrong. Because on the second channel, we got demonetized a month before. And the second channel is attached to like all the Agushto Papa stuff. and the main channel's attached to my personal. So I guess they realized they got the wrong channel or some shit. Then they went after the
Wow.
And it's crazy because you guys are, look where we're at. Like,
Yeah.
you would think, kind of like maybe you would be
Mhm.
able to find some shit out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody like with a connection or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, now, that happened maybe like 4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
Fire.
back. Like it's monetized again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, most.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought it
But
was still.
yeah, just
not
got-
Oh,
monetized.
come on, bro.
Bro, you make
You
it
guys are
look-
terrible storytellers.
They got a little
about to go on my
bro.
Yeah, you guys just
We talked
fucking.
about like 20 minutes. Yeah,
I
we're
was
the
gonna be like,
we're
no, it's 'cause
monetized
no,
again.
Yeah.
No, so
I was
so
gonna
I'm
give
just
you
saying,
a 20 right now. I was like,
Can you
yeah,
guys
I know
give
it's
me-
low.
monetized, bro. I
Can
need
you
to
guys give me
watch.
the fucking real good roller coaster story, bro, where
No,
you
that's
guys
what
go back up?
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what I'm
like
saying.
it wasn't just the. Oh, now we're monetized again. Like
Yeah,
really? Like
I was
that's
trying to
it?
tell you guys on the story.
Yeah,
so
bro,
that
I was feeling
happened,
bad
so-
and everything.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, I'm like, there's like the similarities you guys are saying, like, there's
Definitely.
a comeback. I think, we're on like, kind of on the same path. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we're figuring
Sick.
things out. We're like on track to like being able to make a living out of it and all that stuff.
Dope.
So yeah, I think I forgot what the question was. I was really trying.
Okay, I was about to ask you again. How did you get back to getting monetized? Because the whole downfall, and right now in the story, you're at rock bottom.
Yeah, rock bottom. Oh, there's some
of-
wonderful people at YouTube that just
Helped you
really
guys out.
went out
Yeah,
of
so
their way for us.
whenever we go to these events, like we try to meet as much people as we can.
Yeah,
So that's where we met like people from YouTube and they helped us out.
dope.
But like it was like a super long process. It was like 5 months of waiting.
Was it paperwork or what was it? Like they just had to find fucking. It was like Scooby Doo type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like. Well, I mean, they figured out. We were honestly we were
Yeah,
just waiting.
no dijeron
We're just
nada.
waiting for
You kind of never really found out
Yeah.
why. Fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, like
Never found out.
that's weird,
that's
bro.
even
sucks,
our
bro.
even our agent reached out too, and they gave him like some bullshit stuff. He's like, okay, give me like the reason, like what video or like something, so we know.
Yeah.
Somebody in the industry like up above, you think maybe had some type of influence?
Yeah. So we never really announced like, hey guys, we're monetized again, cause
Because it's not really people's business type thing.
yeah, and I don't want like maybe like the person find out again. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
it's
wait,
honestly
fuck.
it's crazy.
It's like if you
That's
know, you know,
true.
you know.
Yeah.
yeah. 'cause
We
you
mentioned it a few
You
times.
think
but we never
sometimes
said,
like
Yeah.
those crazy things just happen to like people that are like doing some bad stuff, but it happened to us.
It happens to people
honestly.
doing good stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to thank everybody, from like industry people that watch this. I think all of them like really like us and they like the work that we do. We thank you guys and like that they really stuck their necks out for us on that time. And
When I
it was
when I
great.
first started seeing you guys pop up, I really fucked with the stuff that you guys were doing. Like, and I would feel bad que les decían no sabo kids. I've always been against bullying because I was bullied when I was in middle school, and I always hated it. Way. And whenever I would see those comments, that shit would like, hasta como más me daba like, man, I want to fuck with these guys because of the fact that people are talking shit about them. It's
Yeah.
even
Appreciate
I mean,
that.
obviously, like, it's not really in the topic, but like when they went against like Yaritza and them,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that kind of made me feel bad too, because I'm like, they're making fun of their appearance, like
Yeah.
at that point that's being racist.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
that's
and they're
fucked
kids,
up. Bro.
they're young, like
Not even 18.
She doesn't know like how the world fucking
Yeah, she's young.
is so cruel and shit, and
Yeah.
probably she didn't say it like, and I'm sure she didn't say it with any bad intentions.
Yeah.
Nomás le salió como le salió, and unfortunately,
Man, I could relate.
there's unfortunately, they're both born. Whoever's criticizing her is born somewhere completely different.
Yeah.
So, no es como que, no escucharon lo que dijo el compa aquí alrededor de la cuadra, las mamadas que dijo. No, it's not like that. It's like you're talking about a whole another upbringing, a whole another, something,
Yeah.
donde ellos no entienden el rollo cómo está allá en México, or cómo se llevan, or like porque es
cómo
más
se-
pesado.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
whatever.
they're like American kids.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, their parents are from Mexico, but it's you can't blame them. Like their school is all in English. Everything over here is so Americanized. They wanna erase our culture over here. Like just now, we're the ones. The Mexican industry is like trying to pick that back up with the music, right?
Yeah.
But over here is all American stuff. So se pierde, and it's hard to.
Yeah,
they're kids.
you can't blame
You
blame
can't
her
blame her.
for
I
what she
feel
said,
bad, yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, and also I think it was like really messed up how if you really well actually like some of the stuff that happened was because of on the podcast here, and they were like how they said, oh, how do you like the food here in Mexico City?
Right.
And they're like, oh no, me gusta la de mi rancho, and I feel like or like from where they're from, like it's a rural place,
Yeah.
and I think that's what a lot of Mexicans would like say,
Yeah.
They just kind of like crazy how.
Kind of like someone says, "I like my mom's food better." Or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
we
It's
couldn't
like what you
understand
used to.
And bro, I
Yeah.
can relate being under those type of cameras. And I mean, obviously not in the programa that they were on,
Mhm.
but when we did Pepe's office the first time, bro, man, those cameras, those lights,
Yeah.
they reset you like that.
Bro, that
I
shit
didn't know
felt-
who I was.
It felt like 1,000 suns, bro, in front of me.
For
Dog.
real.
Neta, güey.
Yeah, that
I was
shit's
like
serious.
SpongeBob when he only knows fine dining and breathing. That's all.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have
Yeah.
nothing else to say.
Like, what's his name?
Well,
You
Like,
know?
this
people, like people
guy-
think it's so easy to talk in front of the camera
Bro,
too. Like it
it's
really
hard.
isn't.
Nope.
Bro,
Nope.
hell no.
And
No,
trust me,
it's not.
I have a lot of friends that I would like to put in my podcast and all that.
Yeah.
You know, musician industry and all that. But I think about it and I'm like, nah, you wouldn't be good on it. Like,
And not even that, we don't even make the decision. Some of them tell us like, man, give me some time. You know, let me
Yeah.
figure it out porque it's hard. Güey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a certain type of being comfortable with yourself speaking
Yeah.
and being sociable enough to where you can feel comfortable, por lo menos, you know, with camera.
And like present it too, you know?
Yeah.
And then uno se
Yeah.
puede preparar, you know, like you could do all your due diligence, and then
Yeah.
you sit down. And
Something
then like we
else.
sat down with Yaritza. I don't know, it was like something about Mexico City, and she's like, I don't like it, and I was like, oh, I don't like it either. Like I told her that,
Oh, shit.
and then
He's
They-
like, oh shit.
it was something-
right here. Hurry up.
it was something like negative, like towards Mexico, something along the lines of like I don't like it or algo así.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, yo tampoco porque the reason I had to be there, you know, like I related a lot to why they had to be there in bad circumstances. Me too, and just seeing like, you know, the people that were there watching, like we're watching, we did everything, and then from there, like people with bad intentions just did what they did.
Damn. Yeah.
Let's go on a little break.
Sorry.
Yep.
Might
All right,
as well.
guys, we are back from the break, and now we're gonna be talking about your guys' new project, the
Yes, sir.
podcast that you guys started.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cut it out. No free promo on podcast.
Can't plug nothing.
Damn.
Can't plug it up.
No, man.
No time.
Shit. Aside from the album that we're releasing, we're also working on a big new project called Semi Guapos.
Semi-guapos.
Yeah, I know my boy
Podcast.
Jason. He was like Semi Guapos.
Semi-guapos.
I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna get you some like.
boy.
You know what? You know what that's called? Defamation of character.
What?
Talk to my lawyer.
Lawyer up.
Talk to my lawyer.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, no. So Semi Guapos is our new podcast that we're currently filming the first season for. We're shit. By the time this releases, I don't.
Hopefully the podcast is
I don't
out
know
too.
if it's gonna be out yet.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But basically, you know, we're gonna hit you guys with 3 seasons a year, and
Well, let's not
packed
promise
full
'cause
of
then watch is like
or more.
or more.
Yeah,
okay.
that's yeah.
Or
Let's,
more, oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, and I heard he's the one that edits too.
Yeah, I just show up and crack jokes, you know.
Imagine.
Would be nice.
Three,
Yeah.
ya te puso for 3 seasons.
No,
seven-
but I mean, come on, like we're
págame, güey.
but we're
highlights?
starting off.
Y las highlights.
You know, we're starting off small, you know, and
Yeah.
later on, you know, the team grows, you know, we're gonna, you know,
We'll get
do the
editors
whole
and shit,
editors
yeah.
and all that.
How many members are in the podcast?
In the actual podcast, the people in front of cameras is me and Saul. Right now, we have a team of 2 running cameras and audio for us as well.
Why do we? Where does the name come from? Semi Guapos.
Semi Guapos comes from literally from me doing my story times, right? So I used to do these story times
On IG. Live.
on IG for in Hijos de Garcia's page, and I would just go in, talk shit, whatever, you know. I would invite people to and it would be like story times, right? I would just tell them like my most embarrassing, funny kind of shit, like experiences that I've had, and it would always get like tons of laughs, and people would be joining in and giving me their experiences of different, you know, kind of similar events and shit, like primarily with relationships, with shit in middle school, high school, or, you know, just things that happen day to day donde te da una pinche vergüenza, but it's funny to you later on, you know what I mean? Kind of like that legado shit that happened to you guys, you know? Like stuff like that. Like
That's pretty much
anécdotas.
the essence of the.
Yeah,
podcast, huh?
and it was super cool because people loved it, bro. They love to hear, you know, the realism of what we are too. You know, we're people. You know, we're people too. Aside from doing the music and stuff, and you know, like it's such a good. It was such a good little platform to release, you know, little penas que te dan, and you're like, fuck, I still think about this shit till this day, and the name Semi Guapos came up one time. I was on Instagram Live, and I was feeling myself. That I was a little, freshed up, like a new
Going
little,
somewhere type
yeah,
shit.
new,
You
new
dripped
little
out.
outfit.
Dripped
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Yeah, I had my little Dolce Gabbana outfit or whatever.
Yeah. Perfume de Ducci looking ass.
Yeah, perfume de Gucci, yeah, and I was feeling myself. I was driving and shit, and I was on live, and then I remember because the comment section is fucking ruthless on my story time, and everybody's just talking shit about me or whatever, and they're like, oh, ya se cree guapo este güey or whatever, like they would say that and stuff, and I would laugh because that's how I put it, así nos llevábamos, like with my fans. And I'm like, man, aquí puro, I'm like, ni muy ni tan güey. I'm like, aquí soy semi guapo. I forgot how I said it specifically, but the word semi guapo came out right there, right? And then people started hashtagging that shit in the comments, like, oh, semi guapo, this and that, because it's not all the way back down, and not all the way up, you're right down the middle. And I kept thinking about that name. I'm like, damn, that'd be a cool ass podcast name, And I told Saul about it.
I thought it was funny as soon as I heard it.
Yeah, the semi guapos, because it's basically tying in like como somos nosotros. I know primarily.
Lo que somos
No. What I'm saying. No, I'm not. I don't mean by that. I mean by us being a culture that grew up with Spanglish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Con el español y el inglés. Y querer unir ese pedo está chingón, pues, para mí, like semi, que no significa nada en español, semi guapo, like no significa nada, pero es como nomás introducir un poquito del Spanglish in the name,
Yeah.
Kind of he said it's semi.
Yeah, because he said semi,
Yeah, because it's the English word.
Yeah, I told him about the podcast, and he was like, semi guapo.
Semi guapo.
Guapo.
Oh man.
Yeah,
And where are you guys shooting from right now?
And Freddie's home?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Freddie's home. We're shooting.
We built a whole studio set también. We have different camera points too. It looks really good. And shit, now that we're on cameras right here, I'm officially inviting
Los guapos.
I'm officially inviting a new guest to our Semi Guapo studio, Agushto Papa.
You guys gotta hold them to it if they don't do
I need a date right now.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on.
yeah, let's lock in a
Private jet
date.
to Vegas. Vámonos.
Yeah,
we
we
do.
do. We'll shoot and then we'll go turn up after.
Damn, that'd be dope. That
Wait,
sounds
oh
fun.
no, you guys
no,
are older than
You guys are
21, right?
21 and over?
Yeah. We really look that young?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pues
How old
tú
do we
sí.
look?
Like
That's
still,
nice.
like even when
Yeah, 'cause
shit,
you-
when
tú
we
te
met you
ves
guys.
acabado.
Making the edit, sorry.
You had a,
Hey, no, when we met you guys, I for real thought that I was talking to like 17, 17. Like you're the youngest looking, bro.
Yeah.
And
I'm the oldest.
You are the oldest?
Yeah.
Pero no hace nada, imagínate.
¿Te gusta hablar, verdad, morro? Mejor ponte a hacer.
Huevón y feo.
Huevón y feo.
that's fun.
Dude, no, but we're laughing because like this is nothing.
This is us every day.
Right. But he
Typical.
looks like he's taking it personal.
Yesterday you called us
Just kidding.
a nopal asoleado and shit.
Dude, no,
Hey,
that's
fucking
more
dying.
That's
mid-tier.
cancel culture.
And now we're gonna.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
but-
So I'm 24, 23,
23.
23.
Oh
You asked
yeah.
how you look. I feel like you look like you're 19, fucking 21, and like 20, bro.
Yeah.
You guys
I
look
bet I'll
young,
take
bro.
that.
I'm gonna take you
that
guys
any
to the
day.
best strip club in Vegas, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Bet.
We were
Yeah.
talking about
Bet,
let's
bet,
go.
About that.
Yeah. Let's
We'll
go.
get-
Hey, you
come
guys
on,
can vlog
fool.
in there. It don't matter.
We'll go get
Hey,
bottles.
I'm worried
fool.
about our content.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
worried
You guys
about-
can
I don't know about the
trust.
hustle.
Don't let us vlog in there.
No, we're seeing because I have a girlfriend.
¿Qué tiene?
It's
Oh yeah, but when you had a
girlfriend.
girlfriend at the Smoke Me Out tour?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh my God, guys, I missed out so much.
Don't be like me, bro. Don't be like me. Don't.
But
do
you're
what I
acting.
do.
You're acting like if we're gonna take you over there and you're gonna smash.
Yeah,
it doesn't
bro,
work
nah,
like that.
it's
This is not.
content.
This is not
Oh, it
Tijuana, bro.
Yeah, it's not Tijuana.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's Vegas. They don't-
Yeah.
Hey, that's it? Oh man.
Roll the clip
I thought
of
it was
me
the best
jumping
one.
strip
No. There is
That was
a
going
clip
crazy.
of me out there.
Literally like that.
No, it is horrible.
Yeah.
It is
I don't know
Roll
who
the
has
clip.
it.
I want to see it when it drops.
No, we're gonna be right here.
No, it is.
Hey,
bad.
let's lock in a date then.
Let's log in a date. Yeah.
Let's do it,
I mean,
let's do it.
by the time this airs, that date's gonna pass already.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We
we're
were planning to go to Vegas.
when?
Perro.
We have like this goal that we want to take like a private jet to Vegas and then spirit back.
Oh, because
Hey,
Let's be
some
realistic.
artists be doing that,
We
bro.
would take-
Don't
we're gonna
think they
take-
always take.
No, we're gonna
One
take the
fucking
empty
bucket.
leg, the one they put on sale for like Black Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna take
That's
like
our
6
goal.
You guys
different
gonna fuck
outfits.
around and be on somebody else's private jet. You're gonna be in there chilling right there. fucking-
Yeah.
Well, so we the way we structure it is that we film every week, right? So literally any week that you want to pick a day and we're ready.
No, we're down.
We're down.
When?
Augusto fans,
Right now,
we're down.
no, así de ahí vemos.
Yeah,
No,
when?
I need right now.
Like,
Yeah,
when?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
I'm saying pull out the
Ahorita
calendar and
Put
see
the
when
calendar.
can you go.
Well,
You guys can bleep out the
Google
date, don't
Docs.
worry about it.
No,
No,
Google
I'm
no,
Docs.
actually
down
down.
whenever.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
but we actually
Yeah.
not doing shit, so.
Fierro.
Like I feel like the only one with like the sort of busy schedule is just you. But like I'm free like
Yeah.
Monday through Sunday.
But I'm down though.
Perfect. Well, 'cause
Like-
next week we're gonna be.
Next week,
if you guys are down, we could do next week.
yeah, we
Before-
could even do
before
next
New
week.
Year's.
For New Year's.
Yeah, if that's too soon, then the week after, like the first week
Or like
of
maybe
January.
mid January.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
what
Whatever
about
you
I
guys.
think mid-January would work for me
Yeah.
better.
He still got his phone. Like he has a calendar.
Bro,
No,
he just looked at the
you don't
clock.
have no calendar.
He just looked at the
Clock.
fucking clock.
We don't know.
No, it's because I was like, Christmas
crazy.
coming up. I have bought no gifts yet.
Oh yeah. Nah, I feel you. I
He
feel
just
you.
looked at the clock and he's like, yeah, next in January.
He looked at the time. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, like in 3 weeks, we'll
Fierro.
make the drive out there.
Alright, hell yeah.
We're
Hell yeah.
excited. Thanks
That'd
for
be
the
dope.
invite.
Sure.
We appreciate
Hell
it.
What's your guys' goal with the podcast?
Bro, honestly, we look up to you guys, machine, bro. Like you guys have such a big damn, I lost the word.
Impact. Influence.
A big influence. That's the word. You guys have such a big influence in la música, en el ruedo así de la música mexicana.
And
As
especially
a
with
whole.
the youngins, the youngsters.
Yeah, and
that
that's something that also, I guess it also ties into what I'm gonna say, but bro, like it's dope to me. In my, I guess, in my head when I have a conversation with Saul on the podcast and we drop knowledge or we drop like shit like that for the youngsters and shit. I mean, we're not that old, pero you know, ya estamos un poco correteados and shit. But when we drop knowledge, I feel good about that, bro. I feel like, damn, like we're doing some kind of a service for the community. You know what I mean?
And you
guys
can make
do
a
that too,
difference.
so-
Yeah, and you guys do that as well. You know,
Yeah.
you guys offer entertainment. You guys also offer, you know, here and there, like, you know, putting people on with
Yeah.
this and that. You know,
Consejos every once
Yeah.
in a while.
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, and that's something that we really want to do, but we want to give it our flavor and not steal from anybody or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we look up to you guys, but we're not trying to copy you guys.
The main, I feel
in-
like the main thing about the podcast is like we make it as chill as possible. Like down to even the mics that we use. We just clip this thing on, and me and Freddie have a cup on our hand, and we're just chopping it up, and we're going. So we have a segment where we go IG live, so we're just reading the people's comments, and we'll go over the stories. And Freddie's a fucking great narrator, as you guys can tell.
Yeah.
Great
We were talking
storyteller.
about that.
So yeah, so
camera.
it's like it's very entertaining, and honestly, as big as we can make it, bro. Shit, if it's a talk show on Netflix someday, we
Or a
made
talk
it.
show, or a talk show on Spotify.
On
We're-
Spotify,
we're at
yes,
Spotify.
Spotify.
What you
Bleep
talking
out
about?
Netflix.
What you talking about? Netflix?
Bleep out Netflix.
We're
Yeah.
in the Spotify buildings
Yeah.
recording podcasts.
Yes, sir. I fucked up.
Yeah.
No, I think it's dope that you know the people that support you guys are able to see a different
Yeah.
view of you guys. You know, I think so many people are used to just like seeing the artists, them on the escenario,
Mhm.
them in the studio, and like you know,
Yeah, and you guys
That-
having like such a like a strong hold on your fans, them being able to see a little bit more you guys' personality. I think too at the end of the day it makes like the music more personal, and
Definitely.
they'll be more attached to whatever you guys say. Especially with this new album you guys got coming out.
Yeah, bro.
It's been years.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Yeah.
man.
That's crazy.
So
That's
for-
crazy that I'm actually seeing it that way now. That damn, it really has been years, bro. And you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was just fucking, like they say, I was just lost in.
Yeah,
my
it's
head
the
kinda thing.
depression. It has to do a lot with that because with depression, you're not worried about what's coming or what can be, or you're just worried about like where you want to be. Like, why am I here and I want to be there? You know, you're not even putting in work, basically. You know,
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
shit. But-
no, definitely.
So for all the fans that are waiting for this album,
Yeah.
and then, you know, like maybe like not so fans, what would you guys tell them about this album? Like, what can they expect? Like how would you like introduce this album to them?
Are we gonna stop we're not gonna talk about the podcast anymore? Or what?
Oh, sorry, I just got like.
No, you're good.
I was
You're good.
gonna say.
I just wanted to make sure before we get on it.
Yeah,
What do
no,
you
we're
think?
still gonna talk about the podcast.
Okay, my bad.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just made like the segue. I guess back.
Yeah,
into
you can ask it again. My bad.
Oh yeah. So like how for all these your fans that are gonna listen to this album, like how would you introduce it to them? Like what would you tell them about it?
You know, we'll take your ass back to 2018.
Yes,
is what I'll
sir.
say. You know.
Fucking rocket ship back to 2018
Yeah.
for sure. Nah, it's very nostalgic. I feel like you guys are gonna really enjoy the music that we made. It's back to our roots. You know, you guys you're gonna be able to relate to it. And then just the collabs that we have, the collabs with Fuerza Regida, will definitely take you back to the time that,
Oh yeah,
you know,
machine. Yeah, we have a collab with Fuerza. We have a collab with Calle 24.
Calle 24's on there, Farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had a question about the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning to have any artist guests? Since you guys kind of have that connection with them, maybe who could we expect?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's definitely one of the big things that we want to have on the podcast, and that we have already. As far as filming this first season, we've had one of our own artists that we represent, our brothers,
Los Nuevos Escoltas.
Yeah, Los Nuevos Escoltas were on the podcast. Yep. Amazing show. It like, I'm so glad that we actually took the step to actually do this podcast, porque it really, no sé, like, se nos da like bien fácil to talk and to, you know, talk shit and to kind of bring the funny out of things, you know what I mean? Yeah. And with my carnales, they were the first ones on, Los Nuevos Escoltas. The second ones that were on was my compa Chris de Tercer Elemento. He's been on the show already. And then my compa Churro B, he works at Rancho Humilde, one of the big dogs, little brothers, El JB. And, you know, we're damn, like, for you guys, for you guys to be our next guest.
Guys.
Damn, I don't want to hear a lot of Smoke Me Out tour stories.
Why?
You say you don't or you do?
No, I would.
Yeah.
No, you
yeah, I thought you said you don't.
You said you don't.
No, I said I would want to hear some.
He said he
I said
don't.
don't.
No, he said
Yeah.
he don't.
Se te está pegando
Run it
los
back.
dedos.
Run
Me
it
está
back.
pegando los güey
I
de
swear to
Jiggy.
God.
As of right now, I'm the one asking the good
No, let's
question.
not even get into that.
Swear to God, I
Use
swear
that
to
Bro,
God.
everybody heard don't.
Look, he got red like a tomato. He can't believe it.
No,
Embarrassed.
we've noticed that.
Stop blaming on me. You just say you made a mistake.
I know.
No, dude,
I made a
mistake.
mistake. But I'm saying, like, the more we hang out with you,
stop
like,
trying to blame it on me.
Yeah, red flag, red flag.
It is
Red flag.
Yeah,
Red flag.
When you fuck up, do you blame it on him?
Correct yourself.
you're bringing up your fucking
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Guys, that's what a toxic working environment looks like.
but he's red though.
Funny, bro.
We don't have.
Well, you were saying about the SMO stories?
Oh, that I would want to hear stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
bro, we got a lot. Don't. Psych, look at that.
No, I would want to hear some stories.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
We got
have
a lot of them,
We
bro.
have plenty.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if you
the
want-
ones that we can say.
No, the ones that
yeah.
you can't say, we want to hear those.
No, the ones that you
Oh,
can't
the ones that we
say.
can.
Those that we can't.
Yeah,
One
those
day
are.
we should write like a tell-all book looking at that.
Yeah, that'd be.
He's like
that-
expose that.
Then like some
Nah, I don't
really
know
crazy
about
stuff
that.
happens.
We'll have enemies everywhere.
Yeah, some like crazy stuff happened on SMO. Like
Yeah,
some-
that we can't talk about? Yeah, wait.
Bro, let me tell you that Saul.
No, don't. Let me tell you what.
He got scared.
Let me tell you. Let me talk. He's like, no, don't. Let me tell you what.
Damn, I know he did something.
Like, he tells me not to talk and then talk.
But like,
The feds are here. He's right here.
fuck.
Yeah. Nah, let me tell you that Saul missed out on that first year of SMO, bro. It was exactly like fucking like what you imagine the rock star life, like for real rock stars, like on some wild fucking shit. That's what it was.
Damn.
Whatever you can imagine, that's what it was.
I
Bro.
recouped though, remember? I recouped.
Very cool. Tell them that I
really
recouped.
missed out, huh?
Bro, I did, bro. It's funny because even the artists on the label will tell you that there was a switch. When obviously when I became single, I'm talking about being single a lot. When I became single,
He's like,
Freddie-
oh, did I even
yeah.
mention
Freddie
I
was
was
the one.
single?
Yeah.
For real. Freddie
it-
was the one that like ended up kind of just laying low, like not even really turning up, almost kind of stopped drinking in a way, and then I switched. I fucking flipped the switch. I started turning up with everybody, and me and Chris from Fuerza, we became hella close. I was chilling with them a lot. You know, I've learned a lot from them, low key. But yeah, fucking smoked me out. A lot of bad stuff.
I don't know. I feel like on the second tour, like, yeah, it was still crazy, but I wasn't as fucking crazy as the first year. The reason being is because I went broke the first year, bro. De tanto dinero que that I made, así me lo gastaba, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
Así me lo gastaba, doggy. Like, literally, I would just fucking see a fat ass check, and I'd be like, I'll get another one literally next Friday.
That's crazy.
And like literally looks the exact same. Like, I'm gonna get that shit again.
No,
and
he
I would
told
just
me,
fucking go.
Can you believe he told that? I didn't even know, bro. He told me that in that time he wouldn't check his bank account.
Oh, yeah.
Balance.
I wouldn't check it.
So he would just spend, and I'm like,
That's-
ever? He
that's
just
like
wouldn't
hard.
check it ever, bro.
That's
like
hard.
that's like rockstar lifestyle.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
ever do that. Anybody?
Bro,
that's
Yeah,
watching this.
don't you ever do that
check
shit.
that shit
Please
every
Like
day.
check
3
your
times
stuff.
a day before
Be on-
checking
I
out
check
at
that
Target.
shit
Yeah.
every day just to make sure that shit's still in there.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna take my
Nah,
I'm
I
not
would-
in the rockstar life, so I don't even check my bank account.
Bro, you don't check.
Okay.
We don't
your
even
bank
check because we're not trying to have
I have
a
a
bad day.
question.
I'll tell you
See
that
how
much.
it's common? You see how it's common? He
Nah,
doesn't check
but-
it either.
But
Well, I check it
No, wait, no, wait,
after that
man.
first year. What were you gonna say?
No, that like
he said he doesn't want to
should-
have bad day if he looks at his bank account.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Damn.
So like all the
Damn.
artists on Decimo made like a shitload of money.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. We were kind of. I think even one of the like
We were one of the middle tier,
middle paid type shit.
yeah, middle
bro.
guys.
Yeah,
You know what I
it was
mean?
like
Like,
those tours, so
yeah, there was
dogs.
big money rolling
Hell
in. You
yeah.
know what I mean? And even then, we were getting a lot of money with.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, like Saul says, I wasn't checking my bank account. Part of it was because I didn't want to know how much I had a limit to. I just wanted to feel like I could fucking spend. You know what I mean?
For me, that is.
I'm
literally
telling you, bro.
crazy.
I went
It's
we. I,
unconceivable to us.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me too. I can't believe that. I wouldn't be able to, bro. I have anxiety.
Yeah, we gotta
too
start
much, I think.
singing, bro.
yeah, and
Write a
I,
We gotta
song,
start
bro.
singing.
and I
Get us out
Jason,
the
get the
trenches.
guitar,
No, no,
Jason.
get out the trenches.
It's
man.
hard.
Get us out the trenches.
I feel like, okay, look, I always say this. I think being a musician is one of the most difficult careers ever.
Definitely.
And being a sports player. I think those two are like pretty insane. But like, can you guys like tell the people that are watching like how difficult it is to like really create a song? I know for some people it happens more naturally, but like I feel like over time like it gets more and more difficult,
I've been
right?
dying to say what I'm about to say right now, bro. So, what people don't understand the being a music creator, think about it like this, like fuck, my fucking bitch ass phone is ringing and I don't know what. It's still ringing.
He has 2 phones in his pocket.
His other phone.
No, it's fine. They stopped ringing. So one of the things that I really want people to know, and I think this platform is the best place to do it. Like the audience, to whoever you are a fan of, whatever artist you like, and they make original music, give them more credit. This whole thing where you guys as consumers feel like, oh, that was a great song, but what else? Give me more right now. I want another song. Oh yeah, that one was cool. Did you hear it last week? Oh yeah, check out the new one. Okay, us as artists are now conditioned to give you guys new fucking music every week, every month, or even faster than that, a whole new album every half year. Because you guys need more. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that that's what we are. That's what everybody's kind of getting used to, and it's not great because it, as an artist, here's the downside. It forces us to make more music, more repetitive music, more music that we don't really pour that much of a soul into. And what happens? Then you guys are saying, "Oh, what the fuck? This song sounds exactly the same as the other one, or this song doesn't sound as good anymore, or this doesn't slap anymore, or this and that." And what does it do to us? To me, it happened where I started creating more music, and some of the shit I didn't like, but I had to take some out because you guys were asking for it. Not even my label was asking for it. I had to take some stuff out that I didn't believe in, and I felt like, damn, these comments are really fucking getting to me. Because me as an artist, let's put it into your guys' shoes, whoever's viewing. Let's say you draw a picture. Let's say you draw a picture, and you're up against like 10 other people that draw pictures, and you have to present it in front of 100,000 people, right? And they put it huge up on a projector or whatever, and you hear every single one, or you hear like an audience kind of boo or yeah or whatever, right? What is it gonna do to your picture? What is it gonna do to you, knowing that picture came out of your head, out of your whatever feelings or you know? It does a lot to you, bro. Like, it affects you a lot, because they're not only judging the picture that you made, they're judging a connection of your imagination, of what you feel, of how you drew it, how you wrote the book, how whatever. Like, okay, I understand there's always room for constructive criticism, But when you're just shitting on it, and you're just blatantly not caring about the person who created its feelings, because you got to put yourself in the shoes. They're trying to create something to make you feel the kind of way, and for you to not take into accountability that these people took their time and their emotions and their feelings and whatever, their thoughts, their energy into a song or into a painting, into a book, into a movie, into a podcast, into whatever, and people just shit on it. That messes you up as an artist, and it brings you just a little more down and just a little more down, and it keeps going.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Because this business, like you said, it is really hard, but it's really hard because you have to put your heart on your sleeve, and people have to literally judge it all the time. That's literally how you eat as an artist. If people love you, you will eat. If people don't love you, you will never eat. And that's the heartbreaking side of music that a lot of musicians hear everywhere in the US, in Mexico, in all around the world. But focusing just on the Mexican side, on the Mexican music, what I've seen that's really heartbreaking is when I go to restaurants and I see the old folks, you know, coming in with their instruments playing for $5 a song. You know, yeah, it's a way to get by and stuff. But let's take that time machine back 20, 30 years, back when they were in their prime of, you know, music and stuff, back in either here in the US or Mexico, when they had that dream of like, fuck, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it gets down to fast forward 30 years and then you're like, holy shit, I'm playing, you know, at a restaurant when their aspirations were really to make it big. That's all of us ever want, to make it big, to make it that dream story. You know what I mean? Nobody gets into an art to
be mediocre.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Something I learned a lot from, like I mentioned, hanging out with Fuerza Regida, is to kind of, I guess, offset or help out with what Freddie's mentioning. Surround yourself with other creators, with other writers. Those guys over there have literally everyone you see around them writes with them, bro. And that's something that me and Freddie took a really long time to try to adopt. We were like on some, now the music's gonna come from us. Recently, now we've been allowing ourselves to accept new material, but that can also help, you know, for anybody listening. Like if you feel the way Freddie's feeling or felt, surround yourself with somebody that's just like, that's creative. Just like I've heard, you can't do it alone. No. I've always heard fuck. If you're not surround yourself with people smarter than you, because
you never want to be the smartest person in the room.
Exactly. Exactly like that. You know, so like if that's the case, you know, a team is always better than one person. You know, more brains on one subject is better than just one.
Yeah, and I guess what I wish somebody would have told me when I was younger, and that you know, starting this whole music thing, was to not pay attention to, you know, what people don't understand. Like, if they don't understand that it takes you, that it actually affects you emotionally, like, you got to take it lightly. You know, you got to take it very light. Like, don't pay attention to that kind of thing, because it will affect you. It will affect the way that you write, the way that you create anything. Because then what you're going to do is you're going to start fixating and focusing on making that person that talks shit, making them happy, instead of all of the other hundreds and thousands of fans that commented, damn, this is fire, this is this and that. You're going to focus on that one comment that says, oh, que it's fucking piece of shit, que these guys, que no canta, que go find a fucking job, que whatever, you know? And you're going to focus on that and make music for that. And that's not the right way to go. For any musicians watching, that's not the right way to go. Keep following it for the people who love your shit. Whatever you're doing right, keep doing it.
Like he said, from what you started with, you know, from what made you big.
Yeah,
sure.
That's a good message.
Yeah, but I feel like it had to happen this way because that's a lesson isn't learned unless you go through it.
Yeah.
Like somebody can tell you and tell you and tell you, you got to go through it, you know, and that helped us out career-wise and family-wise. You know, me and Freddie were really, really distant. Like people, it's funny, we have a homie in Chicago that always said, damn, bro, I feel like you guys are beefing. He's like,
Yeah.
I feel like you guys don't really talk to each other. And it was like that for a while. It was like that. Like me and Freddie were really distant, you know, and it's just locking in and getting back to what, you know,
Yeah.
we were in the past type shit.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like a lot of things happen on tour. You know, the whole life change and stuff that
Yeah,
that
definitely.
really sets gustos y cosas aparte. And I feel like within that time frame, I was just going fucking wild, and we weren't really seeing things eye to eye. I mean, so you know what I mean. So I was seeing things more like on the fly, like let's go, living fast and shit. And,
Yeah.
This
You know?
podcast now, I feel like the podcast that we have has really gotten us closer because we get a lot of conversation and we chop it up genuinely. You know, we're brothers, so we have that natural chemistry, and it's not like fake. We're not like right there. Just we don't just stop shooting and fucking leave. You know, like we actually chill after and we just hang out. So I think this podcast, you know, when it comes out, people are gonna really connect to it because it's genuine.
Because it's
you know?
genuine. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was
Just like
just
you
about to
guys.
say
You
that.
guys are as genuine as it can be. You guys aren't the way you guys are on camera is how you guys are right now setting up.
Yep.
You know, cracking up, bro.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, and that's why I said like I look up to the podcast that you guys have
Hell
because it's so natural feeling. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we have a great time. You know, talking to you guys. You guys are great interviewers. To be
Yeah,
honest, like
for
your,
real,
your
bro. You
guys'
guys are-
questions are great.
Yeah, bro.
And
And
we
they, I
really
don't
like that.
see anything written down, so it's off the dome, huh?
Yeah. There's a
Big ass thing right there. There's a big all the white people in the back fixing it. Like, shut up, don't say that.
Wait, what do I say?
Tell him I want the monitors. Alguien que me diga algo.
Oh, the-
Echen porras,
the
aunque
Indian,
sea.
talking
Another
about
water,
the
please.
Indian.
All right, guys, that wraps up today's episode. We want to give a huge thanks to Los Hijos de Garcia.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man,
guys so
thank
much
you
for
guys.
pulling up.
The conversations are always great. Can't wait to go to Vegas
For sure.
on a private jet and a Spirit back.
Yeah. We got you on the Spirit back, not the private. You
Oh,
know
we
the private
should-
jet.
Hey,
huh?
how about
Nah,
comment down below? Should they get us a private jet there?
We can afford it. We can afford it.
But we're not. Yeah, but we're not gonna get it.
So I was like-
We're not gonna.
Like, you can afford it. Nah,
What if what if this video gets how many likes?
Man, hey, you know what? Let's do this.
something.
Let's do
Let's do
this.
something.
Let's do this. Okay. If we get a number of followers on or subscribers, how can we do it?
What do you
Numbers?
want? You want subscribers or you want followers? You
Both.
choose. Both.
I don't know.
So for each
I
platform.
don't know. Because we have an Instagram called Semi Guapos.
Let's do Instagram.
Instagram.
I bet.
You think that would be better, or for our YouTube channel? What would be more beneficial?
I feel like, well, I mean, for us, like, Instagram's, like, super important. Like, a
Yeah.
really important platform.
Okay.
Let's do Instagram?
Yeah.
I think Instagram.
Pero piénsale bien. I don't want you to be in the car. Dude, you should have told them.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. We're just
Okay,
fucking
okay,
around.
okay.
dog.
So
I'm just thinking about what kind of money he's trying to give out now. Why you?
I don't even know this.
Yeah.
For
That's
real?
crazy. We'll vlog it too.
Dude.
We'll vlog it.
Well,
It'll be
no
a
shit.
huge
Okay, I'm
badass
gonna take
vlog.
3 outfits, bro.
All right, it'll be a like
Bro, we
something
haven't
fair.
even-
Something
we
fair.
haven't even been on a private jet, and this motherfucker's
Yeah.
We haven't been on one, but we can
We'll talk
afford
about
it.
it when we
We
go
can
on you
afford
guys'
it.
podcast. We'll see.
Shit. Let's get to.
Look at Diego. Look how
Uh,
excited he is.
What are you guys at right now? What are you guys at
Let's
right
cut this. We're leaving. Bye.
Bro,
we
we're
gotta-
at,
we actually
well,
gotta wrap
we
it
haven't.
up.
So we haven't released any media whatsoever for Semi Guapos, right? Should we do Semi Guapos or should we do about the album?
To what?
I think it should be the album
Of what?
to help out the album, honestly.
But to do what?
Uh,
To pay for the private jet? Looking at.
yeah, no, yeah, I mean, we have to get something in
Dawned on
return.
me. He's like,
We have to get something in return.
Right.
You
But what
know?
do you?
That's
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
is
Like
it?
fair, something fair. Like
Yeah.
no somos abusones, you know.
Right.
Look at
You're getting a jet off the man. What you mean?
Like, he's like, shut the fuck
you know
up.
what?
We're about to get a private
Well,
jet.
you know what? I say we just drive there, drive back, nothing crazy.
No, we can talk
And
about it after.
Sometime this year, we'll all get on the jet.
Yeah.
And by the people watching this, we're talking about that because we set that as a goal for us.
Yeah.
That we saw that it's the cheapest one is from LA to like
Vegas.
Vegas type of
Yeah.
thing on an empty
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
We know a guy and all that. Like,
Yeah, no, we do too. I was just kidding, bro. No, I mean,
Yeah, so that was a
what
goal.
was
That's
your
why we just
idea,
brought it
though?
up.
What was your
It was just
idea on it?
random.
Because Diego can't stop looking at me.
I'm trying to get out of
I know.
it. He's like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
No, because I know in the car, like, that's his dream. He's been wanting to get on a private jet for like
jet, yeah,
forever.
yeah.
That's how go.
Because I know in the car, you're gonna be like, oh, I know I pitched Tom, so sorry.
Oh my God,
He always does that shit.
What was your idea though? Fuck it.
Okay,
Fuck it. If they
so-
really fuck with it, let's do it.
I mean, it would be. First of all, let's start with this. how many viewers do you guys usually get on YouTube? Like what's your guys' usual like max out?
Damn. After being demonetized?
On a podcast?
But you guys are monetized back again, right?
Yeah, but like the algorithm's like picking back up.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's you guys' goal?
Yeah,
like,
what are you thinking? Like, what's in your mind? Like, what do you...
Shit, if we're talking about the music, because we're going to do a music video for the 18 Libras, right? And, or even the one that we're going to do with Fuerza, you know, which I know is going to go crazy, but the 18 Libra one is the one. I was thinking maybe there's an option where once that shit gets to fucking 5 million or 10 million views on YouTube, which is pretty attainable, you know what I mean? Because of the song that it is and shit.
I bet 10 million.
10?
What?
We're gonna have the fans go crazy.
Yeah,
Why is that shit two times a
like
day?
basically the viewers from here go run that shit up for 10 million.
Oh, okay.
Run it up for 10 million and we'll fucking put you guys on a private jet.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
He said 5 or 10 million. He's like 10.
Oh my God, no. I'm gonna get so cooked for this in the fucking car, dude.
Hey, you said 10 already.
At the end of it.
You said 10.
How about we'll go between
7.5.
yeah
7.5 million? Okay, whatever.
Okay.
7.5.
Yeah.
We have no idea how.
We're gonna have the fans run it up till it hit
A ver
it.
cuándo lo
7.5 million and I'll book the jet for you guys.
Bet.
Yeah.
They're
But
back.
then they're gonna be waiting for the 7.5 until.
No.
Come on the
No,
podcast.
look. It doesn't have to be
Oh, no,
for
no.
the podcast.
No, not for
but
the
I will
podcast.
put you guys on the jet because honestly, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if people are gonna fuck with the 18 Libras or not. You know.
Yeah.
But as soon as that shit hits 7.5,
We got you guys.
we got you guys.
Yeah.
You guys heard of 7.5 million?
Oh, y'all heard
run it
all
up
the
On a private
upcoming
jet. We're
guests?
taking 6 outfits.
All the upcoming guests.
They're
The
gonna
bar's
change
right
twice
here
on
for
the
the
plane.
fucking.
Yeah, they're gonna put 2-3 outfits on the plane alone.
Yes.
Photo shoots.
Yes. The
Fucking
whole,
hella
the whole
stories and
thing.
shit.
Yeah, huh?
And on the
Yeah.
way back, nobody's gonna know when we made it back to LA because we're not taking no shit on Spirit Airlines. It's a fiction.
Everything's gonna be lost
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah.
damn.
If you guys, the viewers, run it up
Yeah, help us out.
to 7.5, like Angel said.
Oh shit.
7.5 million views on YouTube. The new 18 Libras video that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
These guys are going
Should
on.
be out.
You guys won them a trip to Vegas, a one-way trip to Vegas,
one-way trip to
a one-way
Vegas.
trip to Vegas on a private jet,
Yes, sir.
funded by yours truly, me and So and 48th Music.
Thank you for watching to the
Thank you
end.
for watching.
You should go stream the album
Yes,
and the
sir.
music video.
Jálese,
And the
carnal.
music video.
Stream the
Yeah.
album. On the lookout for our podcast, Semi Guapos. Thank you guys again.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
that's right.
Appreciate you guys.
Peace.